If your New Year's resolution to be better with your money in 2017 hasn't yet taken hold, you're not alone. A lot of us wish to do better, but oftentimes just aren't sure what steps we should be taking. Emma Garcia from Desert Schools Federal Credit Union, she has the basics on creating a budget to make sure that you are saving savvy in no time. Good to see you. Are enough of us budgeting?
You know, in reality, we all have room for improvement. A recent Gallup poll found that only 1 in 3 Americans has a detailed budget. So in reality, we all have a lot of work to do.
Absolutely. We think we're budgeting, but we're not.
But we're not. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants, ballparking, and so it doesn't give us the level of detail that really helps us put together a solid plan to achieve our financial goals.
All right. So we're gonna go into this by being savvy about how we spend, and you say we really need to start by gathering our documents.
Right. We really need to kind of look at all of our information, right? A lot of folks these days don't receive paper statements anymore. They're looking online, right? And so maybe it's an opportunity to gather up your last 2 or 3 months worth of information, all sorts of bills, all your income, and kind of really put it together and look at that and see what kind of general trends you can find.
So how do you recommend that we analyze our income and our expenses?
It's easier to identify what some of those fixed expenses are, but you want to make sure you get all of your information together. So look at your fixed expenses, look at your variable expenses. Your variable expenses is where you might have some opportunity to make some changes, and it's sometimes where it's easiest to kind of go off track and not follow your plan. So once you put all your information together, put it into those buckets and then identify, you know, what are some of those fixed expenses, what are the variable expenses, and then look at what your income is.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask you that because you want us to put them into 2 categories, and they are what again?
The fixed expenses and variable expenses. So fixed expenses are like your mortgage payment, right? Your car payment. Your variable expenses are things like maybe eating out, purchases of gas. So those are things that could vary on a month-to-month basis.
So that's the one that we should be using the sliding scale on. So if you overdid it in 1 month, maybe bring that down a little bit. Don't eat out every single day.
That's right, right? You have a little bit more control, easier control in those categories.
And how do you recommend that we review our budget, and how often should we be doing that?
So you put all of that together, and then you identify, you know, how are you doing as far as your monthly income, right? Is there more money at the end of the month or more bills at the end of the month, right? And then identify, based on that, what are the adjustments that you need to make? Are there variable expenses you can adjust? Or do you have some extra money and maybe put it towards a savings goal, right? And then you need to make sure you keep on top of that. It's not just a one-time deal and you're done. You should kind of try and look at it on a month-to-month basis if you can and make adjustments as needed, and make sure you stay on top of it, and that way you start to make a little bit more progress towards your goals.
Right, and Desert Schools being the largest credit union in Arizona, you guys offer really great programs to help us with the fixed and the adjustable,
Definitely. Right? There's lots of different opportunities there for us to help you with, you know, savings on anything from your mortgage payment to your auto loan, and then all of our online tools are really there to kind of help you stay on top of your bills, making sure you're making your payments on time.
I always brag on y'all's website, but it's true. You have a lot of tools right there, whether you're a member or not. It's really helpful. You guys have calculators and ways of getting started, because the bottom line is saving money.
It is, and you know, scheduling yourself, keeping yourself organized to make sure you stay on top of your money.
Well, I like it. Savvy savings. Good job, Emma. Okay, so for more saving tips for any time during the year, be sure to visit Desert Schools Federal Credit Union. 602-433-7000 is the number to call to create your budget today. You can also visit their website, desertschools.org. And in today's financial fitness tip, we want you to take a hard look at any monthly memberships or subscriptions, including gyms and magazines, and assess whether you're really utilizing them. Try canceling them for 1 month and see if you want them back. For more financial help, call or visit a Desert Schools branch near you, 602-433-7000, or visit their website, desertschools.org.